is that? I feel like it wasn't Dennis the Menace that had that little piece of hair, was it?
Mm-hmm. And the Little Rascals.
And probably Alfalfa. That's who I'm thinking about.
The Little Rascals.
Yeah. I was being more specific, and I was saying Alpha.
Oh, well, I think Dennis had a little thing too.
Okay.
Yeah, a little thing as well. It's not a widow's peak. It's a.
They're calyx, right? The little spinny. No, that's the little circle on your head. I guess. I don't know what the little piece that sticks up.
I don't know. We'll call it style.
We'll call it something or the other.
Well, either way, you are extremely beautiful.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Shut up.
Gorgeousness. Oh, look at that little floppy fleur thing.
Floppy fleur-de-lis. No, that's not what that is. No, that's not what that is.
You're so adorable.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Good morning, Kelly. Hi, Gigi. Good morning, Beth says good morning, Weathers and Bam. Hello. Good morning, TC.
Good morning.
Hi, Gail. D is here, says morning, good Weathers. Happy Saturday. Absolutely.
Good
Hungry
morning,
Heath is here. Good morning.
Always hungry.
Good morning, Joe Ray. Sheila's here, says good morning, Autumn and Richard and my whack fam. Hello, everyone. JJ's here.
Sheila,
says
Joe
good
Ray.
morning, guys. Hey.
TD.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Good morning, Dr. Wise. How are you doing? Cece says, good morning, Autumn and Richard, as well as my whack fam. Hey, I am cold. Like,
you are?
Yeah, we have the heat off because it's going to be up in the mid 70s today, but we're still at the time of year where it takes time to get up to that. So it'll be in the 40s, until it gets in the 70s.
Are you wearing your tank top again?
And I also am wearing a tank top. So there also
a tank top and a hoodie.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh. Joy says at work at 4 a.m. So now on my lunch. Oh my God. So I get 30 minutes with you. Tired, but glad I get to be with you. Well, I'm glad you're here too, Joyce. But geez, Louise.
Well,
4 a.m. It is that time of year, especially in retail. Like retail.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So yes, I made that up.
I know.
Hashtag off the dome.
You're so skilled.
You guys, my sister is she was over here super early this morning. We've already done a lot of work, but I have a lot of work to do today. I know, right? Because I didn't do a lot of work at all yesterday. The name of the live today is called Strong Leading Women. And that is
I know more than a couple.
That's because of all the television I watched yesterday, actually. So
oh, I thought you were being
not talking about me at all. Talking about all the television. So I got that. No. So yesterday I watched 3 things all starring women. Number 1, the Blackpink documentary on Netflix. I love pop music in any form, so they could have literally been doing a documentary on any pop girl group, and I would have watched it. I have no idea who Blackpink is. They are Korea's most successful K-pop girl group of all time. Good for them. Like I said, I've never heard any of their songs, but the documentary was interesting because I just like pop music and people that sing.
Well, I made the joke. It's like in America we had our pop groups were like we were in the 90s and the 2000s, so we kind of went away from that for a second. Whereas overseas, they're still knee.
I mean, they're still cranking them out. I mean,
still knee deep in
these children go to they go to live at dorms at these record labels and stuff like that.
Created groups. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
4 people who wouldn't have been together.
They would not.
For one person,
yeah, they go.
Table of people.
Yeah, they go and they get put together. So
they sound amazing though. I was peeking in on you sometimes.
Yeah, so
I definitely see some influences from all over the place. It was really good though.
Yeah, I mean, they just know how to crank out pop hits. It's like a science at that point.
Well, they have the best minds working on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like a no-brainer.
Linda's here. Good morning.
Put 4 pretty people, 4 or 5 pretty people together. My thing is they should have had the Spice Girls. They all had their own thing. The sporty one, and then the sciencey one, and then the
sciencey one. There were Smarty Spice.
Was it?
There was not a sciencey one. Cece said, "Is Mama Chris here?" No, I don't think so. Unless she is ear hustling.
She's ear hustling.
I don't know. I mean, she always loves to make her presence known. So I'm not sure.
Well, it just tells me that she's probably working and listening. So it's probably one of those.
Today's Saturday. Oh, so she might actually be yard sailing. Yeah. That's what she's doing.
I'm pretty sure she got an ear bud.
One bud
with the string down. If I have to crank that up too.
Yeah. So, and then after I watched the Black Peak documentary, because that was only one. I'm walking. Oh, Mom's here. She's walking.
I told you.
After I watched the Black Peak documentary, it was a very Netflixy sort of day. Then I started on the Queen's Gambit, which is a show. It's a Netflix show about. Is it a real person? Is this girl who plays chess a real person? It's about a girl that breaks into the world of competitive chess in like the 60s, you know, like a young chess prodigy. The cool thing is I didn't really realize it, you know, until I got further into the show, but like she's from Lexington, Kentucky. So a lot of the references they were making was about Lexington.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So it was really cool.
I peeked in on a few of those. Those were really great as well.
Yeah. So I watched the first 4 episodes of the Queen's Gambit and really just based on nothing other than like I had seen people on my Facebook feed saying, I'm watching the Queen's Gambit. Looks pretty interesting. So I was just like, let's see what this is hollering about.
Netflix again?
Yep, it's all Netflix. Yep. Okay. Rashana's here, says Grand Rising and happy Saturday. # Black Fam. How's everyone doing? I am doing great. I am
good
cold.
Morning. We're doing great. And one of us is cold.
Good morning, Kelly. So yes, I watched the first 4 episodes of Queen's Gambit. And then that was a long, because each of those episodes was like an hour and 15 minutes. And I was like, God, why does it feel like I've been watching this show forever? So I watched that. It was actually, it's been really good. And then we started watching last evening. We got to the first 2 episodes of Outlander. So
yes,
we did start watching that. And I mean, I don't know what I was thinking, but for some reason I thought the time traveler was a man. So to find out that the Outlander was yet a woman, I was just like, oh, interesting. So that was pretty fun.
I enjoyed it.
Yes. So Gail says, or Melanie says, good morning, Autumn Richard and Work World. I can't stay. Have a super blessed day. Oh, well, I'm glad that you stopped by.
Thank you, Melanie, for stopping by.
Yes. So I didn't really know a lot about Outlander at all. So, you know, to find out that these people, it was back during war times, like that was their present. And then she goes even further back in time. I'm like, oh, Lord. So I'm interested.
Both period pieces.
Yeah, like each one was a period. It was like a whole different period, you know? You go from like, oh, this is set older than I thought it was to like, oh, wow, now they're just back into straight, you know, 1700s or something. So it was interesting. I watched the first 2 episodes and it's like slow moving in my opinion, but I'm definitely going to watch it because the story did interest me. So
look at you.
Yes, it was a great it was a great day for TV. Not a great day for productivity at all. A semi good day, not a great day for eating. So, you know, I was thinking about when I was having my foods, all the foods, I was like, I guess this is what Dee was talking about. She said I should have like an intuitive cheat day of just like, hey, what foods are around that I want? I just want to eat those. Like not planning and meticulously organizing, just compulsively figuring out what I want to eat. And it started yesterday with the Pizza Hut brownie that was still in my husband's cabinet. I was just like, I looked at the brownie and I was mad that I did not get to eat any of the brownie when it was actually my cheat day, you know, because I had overpacked, you know. And so it was a very similar thing that happened on my birthday where we overbought food and I didn't get to enjoy a lot of the things that I bought. So I was just like, screw it, I'm eating that. So that's what I did. So yesterday turned into like an intuitive red day. I was like, you know what? I want all these things. So that's what I am going to eat. So
no, it happened that way.
Yes. Cece said, oh, everyone, I got a new grandbaby number 2. That's amazing. Oh, wow. Congratulations. So yes, I was yesterday turned into a red day, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know, I wish I felt worse about it, but I'm just like, it be like that sometimes. Like I am happy to not eat today. And I am figuring out what's going to happen. I mean, I'm definitely going to be keto from now until Thanksgiving. Like yesterday was just like a crazy, like, whoa, I guess I did want all those red items, you know, but I really don't have the desire to do that anymore. You know, now that I have, even though there's still brownie left, there's still stuff left, I did get to eat some of everything, you know, which is what I wanted.
Yes.
And also, it was also weird because I still did eat like my taco tray and like the meal prep items that I had made. So it's not like I was like, now let's go out and get something else crazy.
No, exactly.
I was just like, I just wanted all the snacks that were still here. Yeah. So
that is very true.
Yes. So but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's all I'm gonna say. Beth said, Outlander warning I will give is some people have a hard time watching the first season. It's wicked long, like 16 episodes to build the story. Don't stop because of that. I mean, I'm willing to put in some time. Also, the fact that it already starts, or it already has 3 seasons, you know, the fact that I know that, I was like, okay, well, clearly it's going somewhere. Clearly somebody liked it. So, you know, that's what's happening. Good morning, Chris and Miriam. Chris said, don't mind me just driving to and from the office. Forgot something I need for the online keto conference today. What online keto conference is today?
Well, the keto chow conference, I think.
Is it a keto chow conference?
Sounds about right.
So I will, but yeah, that's just all that went on yesterday.
Yeah, very eventful.
Yes.
Very eventful day.
Good morning, Gina. Hi, bright girl. So yeah, I watched a lot of TV, but I can't do that today. I've got to
today
work.
Is super nose to the grindstone.
Yes, nose to the grindstone. Although not starting off really well. We're watching $1 Million Listing New York City. We're gonna have to cut that off because I love $1 Million Listing.
Yes, you do.
And I love New York City. So putting them together, you know, will take me out. Exactly. So I gotta turn that off. But that was exciting. Rashada says, yeah, I got a 4-mile walk in with my daughter, then decided to get Costco out of the way. I went in for 2 things and left with 7. Well, first of all, you can never go into Costco for 2 things. Like, I mean, they give you a basket. You have to fill that basket with things, you know? And then, but yeah, that's good. We didn't go to Costco this week because we didn't have to, but that just means we're going to buy even more next week when we go to Costco.
That's probably true.
Exactly. Yeah. Dee said you can never just go to Costco for 2 things. Exactly. Miriam says lipidemia. Is it lipidemia or is that a capital? No, that's an L. Symposium today. Oh, when you call something a symposium, that sounds pretty nice. So, I know. Dee said, love $1 Million Listing. Did they ever finish the originals? I keep seeing the same reruns. So I did not see the end of $1 Million Listing New York, but they didn't finish. They're not done. Like the latest season of $1 Million Listing LA aired during like the quarantine and stuff like that. So it was the season finale. So probably for the rest of the year, in the beginning of next year, we're just going to see reruns. But like there were new episodes of at least $1 Million Listing LA up until this year. And that's really when I got into it, is this year. So
I figured with the whole situation, production has probably stopped.
Yeah.
Given that that's one of the hotbeds too. They're probably slowly coming back on.
Gail said, I've gone to Costco and gotten one thing. Well, y'all are better than me. Miriam says we are sponsoring the symposium. It should be really good. They have some great speakers. Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
That's really neat. Dee says, oh, I got to catch up on LA. Yeah, $1 Million Listing LA is the first $1 Million Listing I ever started watching. Like I said, just earlier this year, I found it on some Saturday afternoon, you know, wormhole. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh my God, I love this show. And then come to find out there's $1 Million Listing New York. And I was like, oh, New York is even better. So yeah, like the episode that I'm watching right now is from 2012. And that's when I realized like, God, this has been on TV for a long time. So now I got to go back and find all the reruns.
Got a lot in the can.
Yes. Rashana says, CC, I went for plates and forks and left with snacks for the kiddies.
Oh yeah. I mean, when you have children, that's just self-explanatory.
Yes,
kids are little ones you're looking after or something like that.
Yes, and you gotta give them treats. Gail says, yes, I'm very focused. You have to be when your funds are not unlimited. You're right. I mean, yeah, #budget.
Yeah.
So
no, I've been to a store for one thing, like if you need that thing to finish cooking or something. But yeah. I mean, Costco is not like the simple thing. It's not like Sam's is designed where you can spend $3 to $5, $6, and Costco is like kind of got to spend like a
17 just to get out the door.
20 to 35 on a thing.
Yes, D said even better than LA. Impossible. Oh, okay. Well, that's just because I like New York City. Like I love like the high rise, because in LA it's all about the mansions on the hills and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. In New York City, it's all about location and like elevation in the condo. So it's just a different. It's like a different situation. Like, but I do like New York City better. But I mean, at this point, I like the people from LA better because I've known them a little more. But I still love this TV show. So there's that, you know. So Joyce said, "How is your thumb today?" It is still numb, but honestly, I'm having trouble distinguishing between is it numb because it's numb or is it numb because I'm cold? You know, so there's that. We'll decide. But it's still numb, but like not in a bad way, just in a numb way.
Those gloves came in.
No, they won't get here till next week because they were out of stock. Ooh. Makes a lot of sense. Dr. Y said, Sam's Scan and Go for me. If I can't carry it, I ain't buying it. Wow, no cart at all. That's crazy. I do love Sam's Scan and Go. You know, they started that at Meijer, and I've never done that. Like, did you know we have the ability at Meijer to like use the app to scan what we want and just walk out the door? I don't trust it, especially. Well, I was going to say, especially since you can't use your own bags, but if you go to Meijer and you're bagging your stuff yourself, you can put it in your own bag. I still don't trust it. They ain't letting me walk out the door just with a bag full of groceries. You know,
I'm definitely not trying that.
What's that made for? You know what I'm saying?
Other reasons? I will walk through the line. Thank you very much.
Yes, everyone, I purchased this on the way out. The first time I used Scan and Go, the first time I used Scan and Go at Sam's, I was just like, oh, everything about this feels wrong.
I keep making circles.
Exactly. Here is my app. Rashana said, now off to Whole Foods for 3 things. Let me see what mess I come out with. Oh, I killed the entire bag of Siete chips, and we had cereal yesterday. # Raisin Bran. Why is Raisin Bran the downfall of everybody this week, man? Like decent. It is not.
Well, you don't like raisins.
I know, exactly. That is why it's not pretty decent.
Ding, 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 ding.
Gina said, numb, dumb, thumb. You're right. For the rhyming, especially, too. What is it? Is it rhyming? Yeah, that's rhyming. She says, I only go to the store every other week. I'm dangerous in the store. Yes, we go every week, but sometimes there are a lot, larger hauls than others.
I think Whole Foods is more dangerous than Costco. Just because that is a store you can walk in and be like, I just want 2 things.
Exactly.
Grocery cart later, like, man.
Yes, exactly. It adds up. It's like 1 or 2 things here and there before you realize you got 17 things.
Like, shoot.
Chris said, I don't know if you can still sign up for the symposium, but I do know they will have an option to get the recordings after. Okay, good. Because I was thinking, I was like, what's going on today? Probably not like I could attend anyway because all that work that I need to do that I did not do yesterday. Dr. Y said, we need that fiber. I mean, that's what y'all keep telling yourselves. Gail said, I've never been a fan of raisins. Me neither. So.
Well, I said growing up, my mom used to get Raisin Bran. When my dad used to give us cornflakes or plain Cheerios, my mom would get Raisin Bran, and that would be like the treat cereal.
Ooh,
we're getting all fancy.
Nature's candy.
Exactly. Like, ooh, yeah. So I have a special affinity for Raisin Bran because I'm like,
they don't position Raisin Bran as a dessert in his house. They did that right. Beth said now Walmart does it. You have to pay for Walmart Plus. It's like it's Sam's. They check out your basket anyways. Yeah, exactly. You have to go through and use all that app and then show them, but then they're still looking through your stuff anyway. Like might as well go through the line. Exactly. So Cece said, love me some Raisin Bran with bananas. Hardy, no, I cannot put bananas in milk. I can't put bananas in Raisin
Bran. I can put like Cheerios and cornflakes.
JJ said, Rashawn, are you making me look bad? I had a whole bowl of Captain Crunch. I feel awful now with this candy.
See,
but I'm not gonna lie, yesterday I said we must just not have all been on the same page because I just had a bad day too. So
no, that was fun. Like that has a cartoon character.
Yeah, exactly. That has artificial colors. Joe Ray said, I find if I don't make a plan before going to the store, it's dangerous. Yeah, I don't go to the store unless I have a plan. Like I literally will never go to the grocery store.
I don't mind not having a plan, but my parents always told me is don't go to the store hungry.
Yes.
That was like, it don't matter plan, just don't go hungry. Yes. Because then you will leave with a lot of stupid stuff that you definitely did not plan on. You're like, what the heck?
Yes.
What was I thinking with these?
He said, even pre-keto, I could not eat Raisin Bran. It looks like someone's scab collection. Exactly. Those little flimsy, irregularly shaped.
Bran flakes?
Yes, bran flakes.
Bran flakes.
No, thank you.
I mean, with that mentality, though, any food could look like any disgusting thing if you try hard enough. I mean, Captain Crunch could look like little pellets out of an animal or something. You know what I mean?
So, speaking of that, however, that reminds me with what your sister did for Halloween.
What?
Like all the different foods that she renamed.
Well, that was my mom's. My mom used to do that when we were kids.
Really?
Yeah.
We never did anything like that.
My mom used to wake up on a certain. It was Halloween, and just because it was during school time, and most of the other holidays were always an off day. But Halloween was always during school sometimes. Yeah. So she would wake up early and make like sausage links and like
they would be like
stuff, and she like name
witch
them.
fingers.
Yeah, she would name them. It was
really?
So funny.
We never did anything like that. So we went over his sister's house for Halloween to visit the niece and nephews, and like they were talking about all of the different foods they had for breakfast, and like ghost scabs was like cinnamon toast crunch, and then there were just some gross things. Like I can't even remember what the rest of them were.
Well, I think it was like she made like something into eyeballs or something like that.
Yeah, they were. I mean, like there was just like weird eyeballs, but they were like grapes and raisins and cinnamon toast crunch and like a couple of other things. And like she just renamed it. I was like, I'm never gonna look at the stuff the same again. Like, why did you have to make these disgusting?
That's what you do. It was Halloween. You gotta be spooky.
No, exactly. I don't do that. Gail said my mom used to bake herself a raisin pie. What?
I've never heard of that.
Ew!
And I've been around a lot. I've never even seen it. I've never even seen that on a cooking show.
Exactly. What is that?
I've never heard of that.
Kelly
before.
said, nosy question. When do you have time to clean your home? I work from home and never have time. Okay, first of all, like once a month. We don't clean a lot. But secondly, I have to sacrifice like working time to clean. Like I can't clean after I spend the day working. Like, so it has to be on the weekends or sometime where I don't work. And it has to be one of the first things I do. Like
while you have the energy.
Yeah, while I have the energy. Like for instance, if I were going to clean today, which I'm not, I would make sure I do it right after this live. Like, because I already got all my clothes, my tennis shoes, everything. Like, I'm already ready to go. And I'll be moving and ready to go. Exactly. But after this live, if I were to like sit down and do anything really, like just, in any way, cleaning for the day is completely gone. Yeah, I have to do it while I'm up. So I'll do it like right after I exercise or something because, and then I'll do it in stages too. I don't ever clean the whole house. It's like today I'm cleaning the kitchen. And
I'll pick a room at a time.
Yeah.
Don't overdo
Tomorrow I'm doing the bathroom.
Yes, don't overwork yourself.
Yeah, I can't. I just lose interest.
No, that's true. I think I'm the same way. You have to have a motivation and you have to keep that up because the second it stops. Yeah. The second you become stationary, it's really hard to get get back started again.
Rashana says, LOLD, I'd eat the entire box of Cocoa Pebbles. Yeah, you can't. I can't do any Pebbles because I'd eat that. They just disintegrate, and I'll eat the whole box without looking up.
It'd take a couple of weeks for me.
Oh, weeks. Dr. Watts says cereal confessions. I know, right? What's everyone's favorite cereal? Because I love cereal. Beth said the lines on the weekends are crazy long, so scan and go is the way to go. Yeah, I mean, we don't go on the weekends, so that could always be that could always be the case.
We definitely don't go when everybody else does.
Yes. Gail said I always go to the store fasted. Yeah, but in my opinion, fasted and hungry are two different things.
Exactly.
You know, like fasting is intentionally not eating.
You know you're not going to eat.
Yeah, exactly. Hungry.
Yeah. Everything you'll be thinking flavors you didn't know were supposed to go together.
Oh my gosh!
Like a pepperoni and some Captain Crunch together.
Joe Ray says,
eat them at the same time.
just the opposite. I also think you shouldn't go to the store full. Then nothing looks good. Yeah, exactly. Because you can't think about what you want to eat for the week because you're like you don't want anything right now.
Well, that's the best way because then you're actually logical. You're like, well, what am I actually interested in?
No, it would be nothing.
Protein. I will do a little bit of veg.
A little bit of veg.
Well, I mean, that's how you do that. That's how you grocery shop. And then you just wander the aisles.
Yes, he said the bowl always got too soggy so quick. Exactly for Fruity Pebbles. Like any one of the Pebbles, I basically have to just dust the cereal with milk, like sprinkle, because if you tried to float it all, like
Raisin Bran's the same. Like any flake, I mean, honestly, most every flake is you kind of got a time limit.
Well, the Frosted Flakes are a little bigger,
I was gonna say that's the only. Well, that's also coated in a molecular Iron Man suit. It has a little Iron Man suit on all the flakes.
Shelly said, "Morning, Wax Fam. I really slipped in. I almost missed you. Yeah, it's still not even 7 o'clock where you are, so you are doing fine. That's the one
cereal that can bend time.
Yes,
Frosted Flakes don't exist in our world.
That's so funny. D said you deserve the rest, Shelly, putting in all that work, getting those miles. You guys, I am like my mom stays salty every day about like how she goes up and down in the listing for the walk. Mm-hmm. She like keeps sending me screenshots of like, look, I'm second. And I'm like, girl, I don't care.
I mean, who's she competing with?
I mean, Gigi. I mean, everyone on the Nike Run app. She was like, I was third. And then I looked up and now I'm seventh. And I was
sure like, there's a couple you aren't getting in front of.
Exactly.
I think third is a win in the Nike Run app.
Yes. I mean, it's just what I'm saying. So I'm just like, it's always going to fluctuate. So like, you know, prepare to lose.
Basically.
D said we didn't even get Fruity or Cocoa Pebbles over here, so I could only indulge when I visited my family in New York over the summer. Yeah, because y'all don't have like all the artificial colors and flavors and all that stuff. So I know, right? Joy said working at Walmart and being hungry is horrible. I could imagine. Y'all don't want.
The key.
I couldn't even do that. Like Gigi said, gonna try the eggnog keto chant today. Oh, that's exciting. Chris said, okay, time to drive back home. You just had to pick up that one thing and now drive back home. That's crazy. How far away is your like the office or the shop from the warehouse? I think it is like from your house.
Well, it should be a decent amount.
Cece said, Richard, I used to eat Cheerios with a cup of sugar on it. I know, right?
I mean, it was like a couple of spoonfuls I would sprinkle on throughout, you know.
Yes.
It would definitely be sugar added. I'm not saying we wouldn't just eat a bowl of just raw plain Cheerios is the worst.
Raw Cheerios.
Have you tried plain Cheerios? It tastes raw. It tastes like you drank in the field. Like, what they add anything to this?
No. Dr. Watt said epic fail, going to Publix for a few items while fasted, then leaving with a whole rotisserie chicken. Well, first of all, I would never do that because I don't eat meat on a bone, but I could see where that would be a fail. Mom said I only did that one time, Autumn. Shade thrower. You actually did it twice, maybe 3 times, but at least twice that I know of.
What's that?
Send me screenshots of where she was on the Nike Run app. Gail said months ago I bought some Catalina Crunch. It was so nasty, and I paid $9.99. That was a lot. That's a lot.
Like we talk about that a couple of times.
Yeah, like they sent us some for free, and it was good for free. And then you
look at the price
in the store, like at Meijer, it's like $8.99, and I'm just like, and you can't eat a lot of that at one time. Which I'm like, I don't like foods where you can't eat a lot of them at one time. You know
that's basically true.
That's
basically true.
So TC said I would make y'all look good if I were on the Nike app. Yeah, I'm still a 0. I'm dead last.
Oh yeah, well I said. We just don't do. I personally don't do cold walks.
Yes,
I can't
exactly.
walk.
It's too much.
And it's cold. I'm like, woo! I'm hot. I'm cold. I hate those cold sweats.
Yes,
you're freezing and you're still sweating.
Shelly said, I love cereal. I'll buy multiple single serving cups off the store when I fall off the wagon. Last weekend, I had Frosted Flakes, Raisin Bran Crunch, and Frosted Cheerios. That's so funny. I do love the single serve cups. Yeah, but I like Frosted Flakes. I like Captain Crunch. I like Apple Jacks. My favorite is Lucky Charms, though. So I should just buy a box of Lucky Charms. Like, so.
The gift and the curse that is Lucky Charms.
I know exactly.
Cheerios with marshmallows.
I know because the Lucky Charms, but it has to balance out the sweetness.
Nope.
Beth said natural flavoring vanilla. Did y'all know where that comes from? Clearly we don't, Beth. Like, but now with the way that you say it, do I want to know? Am I going to be grossed out? Because the thing is, am I still going to eat it though? Probably.
Well, as long as you know everything comes of the earth and goes back to the earth.
Exactly. God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. Rashana says, Shelly, I needed that willpower yesterday. That's why I only ate the Raisin Bran. Yeah, I would just get a box of Lucky Charms. That's
what I'm saying. You can't have multiple single things because they definitely might all disappear in one sitting.
Jerry said, if I'm going to cheat with cereal, it'll be peanut butter crunch or cinnamon toast crunch. I do not like cinnamon toast crunch, but I love, here's another nostalgic thing. Golden Grams with chocolate milk. I used to get that in elementary school. You remember they used to have the single serve bowls of Golden Grams, and then I would get the chocolate milk and eat that.
I think everybody did. That was a rite of passage as a kid.
Yes,
you had to do chocolate milk with Golden Grams.
Well, we'll see. I thought I was doing something.
You know what? I bought a box a few months ago with the regular white milk, and I was like, this is disgusting.
It's not disgusting, but it's not the same.
I threw it in the wall. And I was like, we gotta go have
get some chocolate milk. Oh my God.
One way to eat that.
He smacked the cereal bowl out of his own hand. Mm-hmm. Gail said, I don't miss cereal that much, thank goodness. I just get in the mood for things. Like on a daily basis, I can go months without having cereal. But then one day I'm just like, oh, I need all the cereal. So Rashana said, I agree, Gail. Catalina Crunch is sad face emoji. Yeah, I mean,
I think we've all made that mistake.
Catalina Crunch is just like it's a particular taste, but like I don't need any of that stuff.
Yeah, anymore, I mean, Catalina Crunch is like if you seriously swore off cereal the rest of your life, but you still want a piece of it.
No, don't spend that much on it.
There you go. But if you're like, you just go.
I mean, I didn't mind it, but once again, it's a tier 2. It's a tier 2 for me. Like I'm not buying it, but if someone gives it to me, like I actually do enjoy the taste of them, but not enough to eat in large quantities and not enough to buy.
Well, it's all about this. It's about the value of the price. And right now,
JJ said, I want to walk, but I flat ironed my hair last night. It took 2 hours. I'm scared. As soon as I walk outside, I'm turning to afro. Don't do it. Or like wrap it, like wrap it up and cover. Yeah, like don't. But you do that.
Wrap it in one thing, wrap it in a scarf, and then wrap it in a hat as well.
Shelly said single servings are smart unless you eat 10, but you get different flavors. Yeah, that's a problem. I love the single serve bowls, but you end up spending like $12 on them because you have to buy one of all.
Like Rent-A-Center.
Exactly. But you do get but you do get the variety, which is what I like. I mean, I could buy this one box of Lucky Charms for $4, or I could buy all these different boxes.
The temptations is there, but if you can hold that bag, you do have it's easier instead of having one box where you have to like vacuum seal it.
Well, no, you don't ever save it. I'm eating the whole box.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. It's like the temptation. If you're a person once something's open, you have to destroy the whole thing. Then those little packets are helpful.
Well, but my whole thing is I'm never getting cereal unless it's my plan to eat the whole box.
Never mind.
So
False alarm.
I know, right? April said you'll never eat flavored vanilla anymore when you know, oh God, I guess I gotta look what's going on there.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing as like
just all gross stuff.
What was that pink goo they used to make the hamburger?
The chicken nuggets with or something like that.
Once you learn what stuff is made of in the world.
Dr. Y said, I still have that one. I was not impressed. The cinnamon flavor is a little better though. I've decided I'm going to splurge on cereal. I'm eating the real thing. Exactly. I'm not paying $9 for a bag of cereal for it not to be the best thing I've ever had ever.
That value does not match the dollar.
So yes, I guess I'll look on Instagram to see what the vanilla situation is. Joy said, love Cocoa Puffs and turn the milk into chocolate milk. Yes, exactly. I haven't had Cocoa Puffs in a long time.
When you really think about it, food all comes from the earth and it goes back to the
No, it's in a lab. Exactly. Gail said the thing about variety packs are the fruity ones, which I hate the fruity ones. Well, that's a shame, Gail, because those are the best parts. But yeah, I don't like.
Who goes variety packs and buys bran flakes?
I like all of them in varying degrees. There's not a cereal I don't like except Raisin Bran, but everything else I can eat.
Also, I think those little bitty packs, you know how they just never think about adults? That's another example. Those are literally designed for children. They're like grown people. What would they care about cereal and stuff? Like you would think there would be lots of variety, like some Special K, some other stuff, cornflakes.
No, Honey Bunches of Oats. I love Honey Bunches of Oats. They do have those in the single serve cups, but they don't have them in the little boxes.
They have stuff for the kids. You have to have cartoony cereals over there because that's what they like.
That's what they like. That's what they like.
So I went to Austin's yesterday and checked on the footage a little bit more. It's coming. The Keto Palooza footage, guys, is coming along quite well.
It is so amazing. I've seen bits of it.
You want to continue?
No, I was just saying I've seen bits of it, and it is amazing, and I cannot wait. And it just kind of got me pumped for Keto Palooza all over again. So
I definitely think you all will enjoy it.
I know you all will enjoy it. Gail said, "Okay, Autumn, you like fruity cereal, but don't like fruit pies." First of all, fruit pies are made with real fruit, and fruity cereal ain't nothing but some flavoring in a color.
Let's walk down
this path. They do not taste the same.
Let's walk down this path
at all.
The simple answer to that is she just doesn't like cooked fruit.
Exactly.
Cereal has no cooked anything.
Exactly.
It's dry powder smushed together in the form of
Cece said,
something.
Autumn, do you like shredded mini wheats? Yes, I do. Those are another one. See, shredded mini wheats are like the opposite. I feel like you have to drown those in milk to like soften them because them nuggets are just
that's the cereal
shredded wheat nuggets.
Yes. You can make a bowl of that. Go do something.
Oh, Chris at home. It's time for prayer and scripture with the kids. Bye. Bye. Happy Saturday, parents. Prayer and scripture. JJ said Honey Smacks was my favorite with the frog. I do like Honey Smacks. So
the sister cereal of Golden Grain.
Joyce said, so sad my lunch is over. Hitting the like button on the way out. Have a great day. Well, that's good. We're so glad you were here, Joyce.
Honey Smacks is the frog and Sugar Smacks is the bear. One's a bear and one's a
frog. I don't know about these Sugar Smacks.
Well, they're the same. It was the same cereal.
Okay.
It's like a little puffed.
Yeah, corn.
The one had a frog.
I know that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, the other has a bear. I think it's golden crisp or golden. Because I was always in the grocery store like it's 2 Fruit Loops. I think I got the same cereal.
Dr. Watt said, any idea when the tentative date for Keto Palooza #2? I'm having to submit vacation requests now for 2021. Jeez Louise. Yeah, it is going to be either. Actually, I do need to check, but it's going to be in September, either the 2nd or 3rd weekend. So maybe either the 18th or the 25th of September. I have to see which one works. Yeah, like with the hotel and everything. So I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I gotta that's another thing I gotta work on today. So Shelly said, I need a keto chow suggestion. How do you make keto chow to keep the calories on the low side? I did half butter and half heavy whipping cream. You can control the fat, the amount of fat that you put in there. It'll just be thinner. So like just put less heavy whipping cream
scripture time
or butter. So I know, right? You know he ain't here.
Wait till after scripture.
So there's no rule saying that you have to use 400 calories of fat. Just use 200 calories of fat and add some more water and gelatin, and there you go. So, or maybe just use 200 calories of fat, the same amount of water, and you just end up making less keto chow. I think that's pretty much what happened.
Control the levels.
Yeah, exactly. JJ said, I'm not buying any more cereal. I thought I was buying it for the kids and they never touch it. I think they're setting me up.
No, well, you definitely right. No, that's over then.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Until they ask, it's off.
Yeah, don't buy it. I'm looking forward to getting everything out of the house. Like I gotta figure that out this weekend. Like that is something where I just gotta go clean some stuff up, put in the lockbox. I've also decided that for the rest of the year, I'm most likely going to put all the snacks at grandmama's house. Like even them being here, I know it's not going to work. Like I need them gone. That's how committed I am to not snacking. Because
hold her accountable.
I know I have to figure out where I'm going to.
Don't listen to her.
Yes.
It's up to you guys.
Dr. Watt said, okay, thank you. I'm putting in for both weekends, so I'll be covered. That's pretty funny. Yeah, but that's when it's going to be.
Yep.
So Shelly said, thanks. I didn't want to alter it too much and change it. Yeah, I just say make less or, and you could either put water in it or you could just actually, use the same amount of water. So, cause I don't think I'd want to dilute the flavor.
Exactly. I don't want to go too far with that. Go just a little bit.
Yeah. Rashana said, I think the oil is the fat with the least calories. I know, but I wouldn't I like the heavy whipping cream and the butter flavor. So it's all about.
Chris could tell you about that oil.
It's all about flavor to me. Exactly. He's going to know all about that.
Yeah.
So guys, yesterday I had brownies and I had tortilla chips and I had ice cream. Oh, it was so good. No regrets, guys. What is it when you don't feel regret? It was just good,
Sociopath.
Yeah, exactly. I have no feelings of guilt, it was all so good, Now I am, I do feel better. I do once again felt like I got it out of my system. So, I'm ready to go. But and I just need to be better and get all this candy out of my house. Yeah, so I'm feeling good.
I knew it was just a bad blip.
So Rashana said I got 3 things only from Whole Foods. You was in the store and out of the store on this live.
Right?
That's
wow. While you're there, pick up some 3505.
JJ said, is there 4505? Is there such thing as keto oatmeal that anyone knows of? So High Key used to make a keto oatmeal. Like it was really, really good. I don't know if they make it anymore, but it was basically just, like it was all of these seeds, like hemp seeds and hemp hearts and stuff. You put water in it, put it in the microwave, just like oatmeal. It was very, very good.
Look
so
at you.
yeah. Okay.
Trying the alternative.
So man, Gail said no regrets means you have control, not the food. Great.
Oh.
But they did have control over my weight because I stepped on the scale and it was 185.4. That's a gain of 6 pounds. But you guys know, like, I'm capable of losing 6 pounds in a day, so it's okay. It just, if anything, this just set me 1 to 2 days further back than I would have been on my, with my regular cheat day loss anyway. But I don't feel bad. So it is what it is. Now, once again, we talked about this yesterday on the Twinergy live that we did over on Watch on Keto. First of all, thanks everyone so much for coming. It is not too late to get your tickets to the Twinergy Masterclass. You guys, we are so close to meeting our goal, like of attendees. And like, I'm not gonna lie, I had to work really hard to even think we could hit that goal because Amber's like, we're gonna do this. And I'm like, there's just no way. There's literally no way. But then I was like, okay, but I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna, have faith. Like we're gonna do it. And I just had to keep telling myself, and we are actually so close to actually doing it. I'm just like, oh my God. So thanks so much to everyone that has bought a ticket. You can still get a ticket. The link is in the description box below. But I forget what I was talking about, like why I went there. Maybe guilt, mindset. Time to give yourself grace and time to get it together. And I know that I need to stop talking about, I need to get these snacks out of my house. I need to do this. Like I need to stop saying what I need to do and I actually need to do it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm committed to packing up and organizing all the snacks and figuring out which ones are to keep, which ones are to give away, which ones are to, put over grandma's house. Like I'm making a plan for all of that. Rashana said she said, what's the class cap? There isn't really a cap. I mean, at most there will be like 40, I guess 40. That's not our, that's not our goal our goal is like a little less than that. But like, if it had got to the point where we exceeded that, then we wouldn't put too much more, or like, I would say 40 just because we want to make sure that like we can really, have an engaging environment. But also you got to realize of the 40 people that would be there, a lot of people are shy, like people like you and us and like we're shy, but we're not shy. So we can talk. But so it's like a lot of people are just going to be like, I just want to listen. The information. Exactly. So I'm so excited. Exactly. So I'm so excited about it.
That's kind of my MO when we first go to a classroom, you just want to sit down and just observe first. A couple of sessions. Exactly. And then you chime in.
Exactly. Look at you. So yes. So I am really excited. It's going to be great. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm gonna get to doing it. So have a great day, everyone, and we will be talking to you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m.
I can't wait.
Bye.
Bye. You're so adorable.